I don't even have. Okay, this is this month's, right?
Yes, that's what I handed you, I think.
Okay. Yes.
Pulling up on my hands.
What's going on? Are we there?
I think so.
We're there.
Hello.
It's alive with Steph and Eileen.
Hi, guys. How you doing? How is your week? Our week has been crazy hectic. Yeah. I think that's just like normal. I think that's just life. Crazy hectic. We just need to accept it.
Oh, that's my new normal.
I found.
Oh.
Right off the bat.
I'm glad you did. I don't even know if I brought my phone.
All right.
How am I supposed to keep track of things if I don't have my phone on?
Steph's getting herself dialed into, no, where am I at? I'm at Iowa Falls. Well, I'm in Story City.
Okay.
But my phone is on.
Did you send an update?
I did not.
No wonder I can't find it.
Oops.
Okay.
Hopefully we've got people on. I forgot to do that. I'm so sorry, you guys. And I didn't even send an email out this week. That's how bad this week is.
It's been, yeah. Okay. I can't even find Facebook. This is going to be a great day.
Let me do it for you.
Oh my gosh, guys. I just found out we're getting inspected by the board.
The Board of Pharmacy, not the Board of Quilting?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, sorry. Maybe we should create a Board of Quilting.
And we'll go in and check out shops. It'd be our shop hop.
It'd be BOQ, Bach.
Board instead of block. We could do BLOQ.
Block. Board. Lazy? No, that's not right.
Board.
Loving? No, that sounds too mushy. Board. You guys think of an L. Think of an L for.
We need an L.
Okay, and then the question for this week is how many
shops do you plan on hitting during shop hop this year?
Let us know. We want to know. And remember, you guys, when you come in here, you have to tell us like what shops you hit, what fabrics you found.
Because we do want to know.
We want to know because we don't get a chance to go out there and do shop hop stuff.
We live vicariously.
There you go. Oh, wait, I am doing
that. That could be another one of our words besides dilly-dally is vicariously.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe that'll be next month.
Perfect segue.
You never know.
So this month's word, if you belong to our Facebook community, is dilly-dally. So go to itsotempting.com and then you go out to our newsletter page and then you plug in your info and put in the dilly-dally secret password. And then I will send you guys something. Give me a little bit of time because I have to do it manually because, yeah, that's just how that rolls. Here you go.
Okay. Thank you. We're here. See, all these people can figure out how to sign on better than I can. So let's see. That's Pat and Ken and Pat says she doesn't shop hop. As long as she shops with us, we're okay.
We're okay. We're good. We're good.
You can just hop in and hop out. Here.
Hop in?
Hop out.
That's how shop hop works, right?
Yeah.
You literally hop in the shop.
It could be. It says we have 10 people. Oh, and Pam's on here, so
gosh,
we're getting there, guys.
Believe this might be a low volume show because I did forget to send out my normal weekly email, and I just barely got the event set up. It's been one heck of a week.
It really has been.
And really, part of that reason is because of what's happening in Iowa Falls on Saturday.
Yes. Big event.
Big event. So it is Iowa Falls Sewing Machine Company. I was going to do the whole title name.
Oh, the big long name. Iowa Falls Sewing Machine Company.
Sidewalk sale.
You get the easy part. So if you like sidewalks, we've got them for sale.
Got them for sale, guys. So
especially if you want to cover them with a whole bunch of fabric.
That's right. That's right. And we just took a ton of, so it's a combined this year.
Yeah, it's a bonus.
It's a first, yeah. So last year is when we made the big announcement that we are intent to purchase Iowa Falls. So we were there and made that, excuse me, my nose itches. Made our big announcement that we're purchasing Iowa Falls. And so this year is kind of like that 1 year anniversary of that. So that's kind of fun.
1 year anniversary of the announcement. We can have all kinds of anniversaries.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, you got to be there last year running around trying to help out.
And so I wanted to make sure that all of us were there. So, and all of us being our husbands, all the owners of the shops. So we're going to have Dwayne and Steph's husband. Steph is going to be there. And then Tori is going to actually be here. She's Steph's daughter, if you don't know.
Tori's my daughter, if you don't know her. She'll be here.
She'll be here.
Until Kurt will come and relieve her.
Because Kurt has to work, so he won't be able to be at
Iowa Falls.
Speaking of which, starts 8 a.m. So before our normal opening time of 9, it starts at 8 a.m. and goes to 3 p.m. So
we have a few hours to recover.
Yes. There is a little food bar in the country register. It says till 5 p.m. I mean, we'll be there till 5 cleaning up. So if you guys show up, okay, but
try to be there before 3 because our sanity level may be really lax by the time you get there.
We might be kind of tired. And
it'll be my first time working up there.
Yes.
So be nice.
Steph's going to be cutting. She's a very good fabric cutter. Yes. So we're good with that.
Keeping me away from the register.
I'll be at the register, and then we'll have a bagger. And so, I mean, Dwayne can cut fabric, so who knows?
Yeah. We may have a husband-wife racing team. I know we won't race. We'll make sure it's better. It's accurate.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah. I'm like thinking, like, what? Are you guys going to race up and down the street?
Oh, Lord, no. I got shots in my knee and my hip today. I am not running anywhere in the next couple of days.
She did not get shots. She got shots.
Just to clarify. Injections.
She got injections. I just felt like I need to clarify that. I don't know why.
It's probably good to clarify, man.
Especially with, what happened in Texas.
Yeah. Okay. I was injected in my knee and my hip.
Yeah.
So there you go.
All right. So this Saturday, May 28th, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you want to get the goods on the good stuff for a good deal, head to Iowa Falls at 520 Washington Avenue in Iowa Falls. Yep. The beautiful scenic downtown Iowa Falls.
It's always good to have that whole thing in there.
Well, that's my tagline at the end of all of the radio spots I ever did. I said, visit us at the beautiful scenic downtown Iowa Falls, located at... Blah, blah, blah.
So, and if you can't find us, look at the big crowd of people.
Because there will be a crowd. And I'm hoping it's going to be nice. The weather
might be a little windy.
It might be a little windy. The weather, to me, is, I don't know. I'm especially since today was really crummy. I was like, So we'll see.
We'll have to check it out and see how we go.
We'll see.
So it looks like Pam Miller may go to a few 10 to 20 shops.
Oh.
Stan Heyer says he's a dilly-dally kind of person.
Hey, Stan.
And Cheryl Lawrence, she says she has Iowa Falls on her calendar for this Saturday. So we'll see Cheryl on Saturday.
Awesome.
And Irina, she's from PDX. I don't think she's going to make it to any of our stuff.
Oh, I missed you, girl.
Pat says Penny says hi.
Hey, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
Oh, Irina.
Okay. So
we're going to have a get-together, like a reunion kind of thing.
Have like a tag team back and forth, like online shop hop kind of thing.
I was planning on doing that would be cool. Okay, we'll talk. Yep. Okay. So.
See, the things that I say here end up getting... This is how we have our Australian thing going.
Which we still haven't quite figured out yet.
We're still working on that.
No.
COVID's not helping, but,
Yeah. Okay.
So crazy.
So speaking of Shop Hop, we're less than a week away, guys. Next Wednesday starts the Shop Hop. Now, I know that we have sold a ton of Shop Hop fabric pre-sold at Iowa Falls, and we've sold some here too. So remember, you guys, if you have already pre-purchased your Shop Hop fabrics, we have it. You can't touch it till June 1st. So next Wednesday. So you guys come and get your fabrics next Wednesday because we're super excited about it. It is absolutely gorgeous. We actually have 2 of these left.
Oh, we have 2? Oh, okay.
We've got this one that was hanging up, and then I found that one.
Oh, so okay.
We only have 2 panels left.
2 panels left. Think. Two.
I think between the stores. I can't remember if Iowa Falls has any or... No, they don't because we were giving them. So 2 panels left between the 2 stores. And these panels are just the stinking cutest.
They really are cute.
I mean, who cannot love that? I mean, obviously it's not everybody's taste, but I think it's pretty dang cute.
I think this actually represents more of Iowa with the barns and the... No. Well, with barn quilts are sort of like our category. It's sort of our people. And I think this really...
I just love it.
And it's a nice color scheme. It's not like crazy wild. No. It's not boring. No. It's just right in between.
And we'll tell you guys, you do have to pre-wash your fabrics this year, and that's okay. Just pre-wash it. Just know you do.
Yeah, it's better safe than sorry. If you pre-wash them, things will come out right in the end. It might be slightly smaller.
No big deal.
You can make it work. It's not a problem. But yeah,
so many of you probably heard that. And let's just go through the gambit of these beautiful fabrics so y'all can see it again. So we have our counties.
We have the counties in red. Do we have any in blue left, or are we gone with that one now?
We have 3 yards and 11 inches between the 2 stores left.
Okay.
That was a hot stinking seller.
Okay.
And
So that's the same, only in blue.
Because of Denise's quilt that she made. She did, and we have kitted up a quilt out of the magazine, but she changed it slightly.
Okay. And well, it's always good to have a different view.
Yeah, and she did better than what I thought, and we'll talk about that. So that's the blue. So blue.
I'm so blue.
Do you remember that VeggieTales? Madam Blueberry? Madam,
yeah.
Do you guys remember anybody? VeggieTales, Madam Blueberry, I'm so blue. That was like my mom's favorite with the grandkids. She would sing that. It was so cute. So sunflowers on a red background. So pretty.
Sunflowers on a blue background. We're going for a theme here.
It's kind of a bluey green.
It's more of a tealy. It's teal trending towards blue.
I like that. Teal trending towards blue.
You know, it's one of those colors. It's one of those million colors between each of the other ones. So
that's awesome. And then we have quilt blocks on Iowa cream. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it right now.
It makes sense.
Quilt blocks on Iowa. See that? Butamus. What does it say?
Iowa.
I thought there was a word love in here somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Love Iowa. Okay. You're right.
I'm not crazy.
There's the occasional love of Iowa.
Love of Iowa. And then same thing with blue. I think I like the blue better than the cream.
Okay.
What?
So we've got Jean Bonjour is going to be there on Saturday.
Well, bonjour,
and don't forget, if you're looking for a non-crowded place, because everybody's going to be up there, come down here. I mean, keep Tori awake.
I was going to say, Tori is going to come off of
she's working the night shift at Quick Star. So she'll get off at 6, go home, recover a couple of minutes, and then bebop up here.
Tori, if you're watching, bring your Aunt Donuts. All right, so
she's working right now.
Oh, okay.
They have her working a day shift right in the middle of all of her night shifts, so she's sort of goofed up on her to sleep.
So here's Barnes on blue. And if you notice in the background, you guys, they actually used that winter wool like print for the background, which works really well with the actual winter wool fabrics. So it's the same designer that created these. She created, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Cheryl Haynes. It's right there on the selvage.
Luckily, we have salvages.
She created our shop hop fabrics, so they were able to use some of her basics.
Hi, Aunt Mary Lou.
Hello, Miss Mary Lou. This is the green, and I love the green. I think the green is
green is like grass, which is sort of what you expect.
Yes.
When the other's more like pre-winter snow kind of. And it's almost like an in-between. But I like warm weather better than cool weather. Although I do like air conditioning more than I do.
Okay, and then these are the winter wool basics that are part of it's not shop hop fabric because you can get these any time of the year for Bendertex, but it matches. It goes with the shop hop.
Yeah.
So, and it's their suggested colors. So these are amazing. And if you are at Iowa Falls, you'll see Linkety Split quilt that Jan did there that we've got kits out for that uses
that whole line.
Not the whole line.
A lot of the line.
A lot of line.
And if you want something similar-ish but not quite the same, we have the Cotton Shot here.
And Cotton Shot is just
Cotton Shot's nice.
Love it. And then this is the Houndstooth, the blush Houndstooth. Again, I believe it's her line that she created. It's one of their basics. Goes really well. And if you noticed in the this in the background, you'll see that blush Houndstooth in there. So they did a really great job of coordinating and giving you guys a lot of options. And it's really fun this year.
So you can either create your own design or even make adjustments on all the designs, all the 6 designs that are in the magazine.
Over here. Yes.
So there's a ton of options. And even what we've been talking about in the past is the fact that of those 6 designs, you can even take the quilts and make them into table runners, which even expands upon those 6 designs, and it gives you even more options. So there's just a lot
of versatility in these quilts in this pattern book this year. And there was a really cute, I don't remember what page it's on, But they do like journal covers, and I saw that, and I thought that was super cute too.
You know, that's another thing that they've talked about that I've seen a lot recently is journal covers that have done the weaving.
Oh,
They
cool.
use ribbon instead of fabric and do it.
Speaking of weaving,
on to the next topic.
Remember that we had posed the subject of possibly doing like a Saturday event where Steph shows you guys how she does her weaving and stuff. Well, we haven't set a date yet, and I know Shop Hop is going to be kind of crazy, so I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll figure it out. But she started working on something. We had the girls. This is the part I left. She's like, oh, I got to cut all those things out, blah, blah. I'm like, we have employees. And she's like, her face was like, oh.
It's so nice, guys. I'm not going to say that word. That word is becoming so popular, and I'm not going to say it.
What is it?
Literally. I swear, every conversation has that word in it several times. And I'm done with it. It's sort of like when my dad told me when I was growing up, I wasn't not allowed to say the word like.
Like, oh, yeah.
Like, I always said it.
Like Valley Girl like?
Yeah, totally. Like,
we just dated ourselves.
I know. But my dad, you know the term gag me with a spoon?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Gag me with a spoon. Like, totally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Now everybody's confused about how old they are. Anyway, my dad was trying to be cool one time. Poor guy will never live this down. He's like, well, gag me with a fork. I'm like, ew, that's painful.
Why would you want to do that?
So, yeah. So, in our family, it sort of changed. It became gag me with a fork. And then, yeah. But he picked on us all the time, so we finally had something to pick on.
Like, totally. Okay, back to weaving.
Anyway, so I chose some colors, and our wonderful employees, Darla and Crystal, ironed them and made everything ready. So all I had to do was put it on the board. And this board is just, it's foam board. And then what I did was I cut it because it comes longer. And I cut those strips and then I put them around the outside so that my pins had more to stick into.
She fortified it.
I fortified it, yes. And then I put duct tape around the edges to hold it all together. And white duct tape so it's not obvious.
You augmented it.
Great. I get augmented at work with augmented.
If you guys are pharmacy people, that would be funny to you. That's why it's hilarious to us.
We have our own way of thinking. Anyway, so these are my color schemes. And so this is another new pattern that I haven't done before that I'm just starting on working.
Are you just making it up as you go?
Well, I saw something on Pinterest, so I'm just trying to create as a, they have a lot of things on there, and you see really cool patterns, but then they don't take pictures of the edges. Mm-hmm. And if you want to figure out the pattern, you have to have those edges.
Oh, so
it involves a lot of studying of trying to figure it out if they don't give you those edges. So I'm going to try and see. This is sort of like going to be like a plus kind of thing. So
there's a little fuzzy on there.
Okay. Anyway, we will see how this turns out. If it doesn't turn out, the good thing is I can just undo it. But I already have the fabric.
Oh, the interfacing.
Interfacing on underneath.
Fusible interfacing,
and that's what you do so that once you get done putting it all together, you can iron it lightly so that it stays together until you can get it off. So more details to come on this, but they're fun colors. We decided batiks. We had ideas, and then I went over and found these and went, okay, this is it. And she's like, oh, that's not what we were talking about at all.
That's all right.
But that's the way
I love these colors.
Quilts end up like that.
This is my favorite right here. This fabric. And I mean, I saw, so she's storing it down underneath the counter down here, and it was kind of hiding, but I just happened to, it caught my eye. I'm like, ooh, that's cool.
It's going to be, so we'll hopefully the picture will turn out great. But what I'm going to do is, if I'm here on some Saturdays, I might pull it out, assuming we're not buried in people, and just have it sitting out so people can see what we're doing. And I might do it little by little, and then I might take a whole bunch out and restart it again. That way we don't have to keep ironing strips.
There you go. So,
but anyway.
More to come on that.
Yep.
So we don't have any food from the country register, but we did find an article called Eating in the 50s, and it's from Anonymous. So I kind of, some of these I kind of maybe wonder about.
Yeah, we're question them, but
we'll go with it.
New register. If you don't have it,
so cute.
It's got section 3 of the mystery quilt. So
and I kind of think there's a part 4.
There could be a part 4 adding.
I feel like there is. I feel like it needs borders, and I feel like they need to tell us that in a part 4.
But we'll see.
but we'll see because it's a mystery.
Unfortunately, I don't even know where all my pieces went. They could be floating around here. They could be floating around the house.
You'll see Denise's on Saturday.
I will look forward to that.
It's cool.
But I really want to get mine done, but you know what? It's not happening. It's just not. It will be a mystery quilt for me a lot longer.
Again, we live vicariously through you folks. So if you guys have been doing your mystery quilt, and I know this has been a struggle for a lot of people because you don't get all the facts and all the details. And for us that are kind of control freaks, that's very difficult. So I promise you, when you guys actually get to part 3 and you put it together, you're going to be like, oh, cool. You're going to be very cool.
We only have one panel left.
Oh, did somebody already?
Denise Fields would like to have one. She said she placed an order, but there was no price online. So.
Okay, well, it's yours.
We've got that saved for you, Denise.
It's yours, Missy. I'm writing your name on it right now.
Oh, okay. She's writing out your name on a piece of paper.
Well, I'm going to stick it to it.
Yes, but I mean, you're not going to write it on.
Oh, right. That would be irresponsible.
Yes. Then she'd want the other one, and then it would make no sense. Okay, so. Eileen found this wonderful article. It's called Eating in the 50s. Since we can't eat tonight, we're going to pretend like we're in the 50s. So.
Wait, here. High ponytails.
Oh.
Sock hop.
I didn't bring my other stuff.
High ponytail. We're eating in the 50s.
Well, that I can't do. I can't adjust. So, anyway, this is an unknown author. So, if anybody ate in the 50s, you're going to have to let us know.
Let us know if this is fact.
How true this is.
Oh, this might be fake news. So let us know, fact or fiction.
There you go.
Be our fact checkers.
Several points.
Be our fact checkers.
Point 1. So you can put 1 and then true and then 1 or then false or however you want to do it. Okay. So
or not at all.
Or not at all. Okay. You can just listen and go, okay, they're weird again. Anyway, so according to this, number 1, pasta had not been invented. It was only macaroni or spaghetti.
Can I just say, isn't that pasta?
Maybe we need to get a definition thing out.
Maybe the words pasta were not used.
Yeah, that maybe that was only Italian people that used that. I don't know. We were Americans, we didn't know. Curry was not a spice, but it was a common surname. I call
bang on that one.
I think the people in India probably had it because they certainly know how to cook with it.
Yeah.
A takeaway was a mathematical problem, not supper.
And technically, takeaway, that's more of a European, like, UK thing. We call it to go.
We call it to go, or we call it delivery, or
or beep now.
Or hello, Uber.
Uber Eats. Or Tori, bring your aunt donuts.
Cinnamon rolls would be acceptable too. Pizza. No idea what that was, but there was a leaning tower that people called the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
And it's pronounced pizza.
It is. And I actually have been in that. I was in that before it started leaning so much they didn't want people to go in it.
Oh.
So back in 1987, I was in that.
Now you're really dating yourself. Literally.
Because nobody else will go out. Okay. Bananas and oranges were only appearing in stores at Christmas time. I'm assuming grocery stores, or was this like a department store? I don't know.
I would assume grocery.
They were very common gifts.
Now, does that remind you of A Christmas Story when he brings his teacher that basket full of fruit, hoping to get a good grade on his theme?
Oh.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to be considered upper crust, you had cubed sugar because it was considered a high-class luxury. Tea was made in a teapot using only tea leaves, and it was never green. Which would be fine with me. I'm not really a big green tea person.
This one's my favorite. I circled it.
She did. It's right there.
I circled it.
And healthy food consisted of anything that was edible. But one of the things we talked about is those people knew how to be done when they were full.
Maybe.
As opposed to some of us who just eat until our plate's empty because of all those children in Africa that are starving.
We assume. So if you lived in the 50s and ate in the 50s, you tell us if that's true. Or did you eat everything on your plate because you're like me and just ate because it's good for you?
Well, because we like it.
Because it tastes good.
Okay, mealtime was spent eating at the table with family, which was good. We're just never home to eat anymore. They didn't own quilt shops or pharmacies. There were no chicken fingers, only real chicken parts.
Only
like
real chicken.
Legs and breasts and wings.
And thighs.
And thighs, lots of thighs. Only 2 per burger. Cooked meals were something you shared with friends and neighbors when needed. Meals were thought of as gifts.
I think my love language is food. So if you want to show how much you care for me, bring me food. So
I'd be more than willing to eat her food.
This still applies.
Yeah.
And coffee.
Yogurt had not been invented.
I think that's bull.
I don't know.
I think it's incorrect on mass produced as the way it is now. But I think they had yogurt like in the Mediterranean and other places. I think yogurt is centuries old. So
I guess it depends on where you're coming from. Anyway,
I disagree.
This is my next one is my favorite. Well, not one of my favorites, but the fact that she eats this all the time now.
I've always eaten that.
Seaweed was not recognized as anything edible.
Oh, good. Nori is so good, you guys. You should eat it. It is very healthy for you. It has lots of good things in it, and it's tasty as a snack. And you get like these little like seaweed like little things, and you eat them, and they can be flavored or just salty. Delish.
I could have lived in the 50s and not had seaweed.
Delish.
Sugar enjoyed good press in the 50s and regarded as being white gold because they hadn't had it, in the 20 years prior. It was not available because of the Depression and all the other things that were going on. So
well, that, and it was a way to increase, your baby's weight and to make sure that you're, getting enough calories for growing children. So that's why they came out with all these sugary cereals. And now if you look at the cereals now, it's like, seriously, you need candy bar cereal? That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're getting all opinionated. Yeah. Sorry.
Jesus
Our viewers dropped down like, meh.
Amazingly, nobody's here with it. It's just us.
Just us.
So prunes were used for medicinal purposes.
And still can be today.
Well, they're even better when you get them directly off of a tree, and then you don't realize why you're not having problems anymore. Because you ate too well. But they can turn. Plums are pre-prunes. Pineapple came in chunks in a tin can.
Does that mean that raisins are pre-grapes? Or after grapes? Or grapes are pre?
Raisins are post-grapes.
Raisins are post-grapes? Maybe that's where post-raisin brand comes from.
There you go. So the pineapples, you did not see a real pineapple in the store because, think of how much work it was trying to get somebody from Hawaii to here.
Hawaii.
Or anywhere else that had pineapples. So that would be logical. We didn't have that many flights flying back and forth then. Water.
And nobody wanted to go on a 3-hour tour.
If they did, they might find Gilligan. So water only came from a tap. How long ago was it that we thought we'd never spend money on water in a plastic bottle? And now we start having other issues going on. So if someone would have suggested putting it in a bottle and charging more for it than gasoline, they would have been laughed at.
Although, if you look at the price of gasoline now, it's cheaper to get the water.
Now it is,
a whole case of water.
The only thing that we never had on the table in the 50s was elbows and hats.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Because cell phones were not there.
I have a quick question for everybody. Speaking of fuel, if you guys are in different parts of the country, like out west, tell us how much the fuel is out there. I'm just curious. If you guys can, tell me. Is it like $6, $5, whatever? It's at Love's up north, it's $3.99 a gallon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But normally it's like $4.10 to $4.19 a gallon. That seems to be an average.
Yeah, it seems a little bit.
But tell us what your fuel prices are, so that way we can feel better about ours, because I know it's more expensive out there.
We need to commiserate. Okay,
what else do we have? Oh, we've got some new Villa Roses that came in. I don't think did we show these last week?
I don't think so.
Oh,
we barely had our head straight on this.
Right. So this one's called Viaduct, and I don't know why this reminds me of the ocean. Like,
it's a very Irish type
chain kind of
chain
oceany thing. But this one's called Viaduct, and it's uses 21 2.5-inch print strips. So a jelly, like a half a jelly roll, and then some yardage, obviously, for the background and such. So that one's pretty cool.
Okay. And I have Pretty Posies. So if you're looking for a spring theme, that one is 5 fat eighths.
Oh.
5 fat eighths for the flowers, 1 fat eighth of yellow, background, border, and binding. So, and it ends up being 16 by 60. So it's a nice little runner kind of thing, or wall hanging. And Eileen has the right fabric to go in this.
Wouldn't this be cute? Look at that. I think that'd be super cute. Uber cute, even.
Yes, but do they deliver?
I don't know. Oh, that's what we should come up with, another company called Uber Cute. And we deliver cute things. What do you think? Uber Cute. We deliver cute things. Not people, just cute things.
Things, yes. We have cute people deliver cute things.
Oh.
That'd be a whole concept.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Back. All right, this one is called Griddle. And I think I'm hungry because I'm thinking pancakes. But it is taking 41 2.5 by 5.5-inch scraps. So this one can be out of your scraps. That's a great scrap buster one. So that's an awesome one.
And for your favorite medical people, EKG.
Oh, that is cool.
So we use 2.5-inch strips of 4 colors. And then we have the inner border, and then we have the background, outer border, binding, all those. So, and this one ends up being 56 inches by 70 inches. So if you have a favorite medical person, that would be a fun one to do.
Or you can call it like Mario, like Super Mario Brothers. Because doesn't that look like levels of Super Mario Brothers? I'm just saying.
You could make them a little bit wider, a little bit. And last but not least,
Endless Love.
Endless Love.
And now how many people are singing that song in their head? And if you watch Billy Madison, it's even funnier.
Okay. So we have an ombre that goes in the center. And that one is, you have to sort of pay attention to your direction, but it's 8 4.5-inch width strips on that one. And there's a theme print that you can use. And yet again, you could probably pull that guy in there.
Oh, yeah.
And not use an ombre, but use
just the flowers.
Use something else to be the other one. So, I mean, you can use any print. I would say probably a medium print, because these are 4.5-inch wide strips.
Yeah.
So something that you can actually see the pattern in that. So medium to small or prints would be a really good one for this one.
Because that ombre, I would try it because it looks kind of challenging, and they've got
some. You know what you could do with this one? You know how we talked about cars?
Oh yeah.
You could get them so they're going around and around, and you have so that would be another good one for that. So
those are our new Villa Rosas that came in, and we have them both at Story City and Iowa Falls. I like to call that the Villa Rosa Month of the Club, and I was kind of thinking, and I haven't asked you this yet, and what do you think about this? Doing a Villa Rosa Month of the Club.
Month of the Club?
Club of the Month.
That would make more sense. The Month of the Club, I really get lost on.
So we get new Villa Rosas every month, and I'm thinking if you want to sign up, and it's kind of like a block of the month, so you guys get that set of Villa Rosas every month. Like that's guaranteed for you, and then you come in, you pick them up, yada yada yada. Would that be fun?
I think that'd be a great thing to do. Then we know if we need to order more.
Exactly. Drop what you think about that in the comments. Let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Because I mean, Villa Rosa patterns, they're inexpensive, $2. They're great patterns. You can use them like Steph was saying, like this one ombre or something else. So just a ton of fun. So.
And Vicky's from Omaha. So Vicky, what are your gas prices?
We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Just dated myself again.
Yeah. That's okay. I've been running around saying, Calgon, take me away.
Just dated ourselves. Wow, weird. Going back.
Yeah, we're getting old.
All right, guys. So
I'd like to teach the world to sing.
Oh, yeah. We did that yesterday, too. All right, guys. So our Emma Block of the Month. If you have already signed up for this, you have gotten an email or two that has told you that it is starting later. So we're actually starting in June. We were promised that the fabric would get to us by the end of May. It's now the 26th.
26th.
We've got 5 more days of May, and I still don't have the fabric. So,
suck it in a little bit. Hope for best.
So hopefully we'll be getting it, and we're shooting for the 3rd and 4th week of May. So if you're here in of June. If you're here in Story City, the 3rd week in May or June, oh my gosh, in June will be your time, and then the 4th week in June will be your time there in Iowa Falls. So we'll keep you posted, and just keep an eye out on your emails. I think there's one gal that doesn't have an email that I called, but just keep an eye out on your emails for this, because I don't know, we may have to push it to July. So
we'll see. But meantime, if you have friends that still want to do it, we have a couple spots left.
We do.
So not a lot, but we do have some.
And here's the deal with that. If you have somebody that you have gotten to sign up, we will give you $5 off your first block. So remember, your first block, you're paying the normal price. And then every subsequent block after that, if you bring in a finished block from the previous month, you'll get $5 off of that month. So hopefully that all kind of made sense. So as an incentive to get your friends signed up, if you get somebody to sign up for the block of the month for Emma, we'll give you $5 off your first month's block.
And you can just have them put your name in
the notes
when they sign up,
so that we know, and then remind us too, and then we can
verify.
Yep. So make sure you guys get your friends to sign up, because you know what? Friends don't let friends quilt alone. Friends don't let friends block a month alone. Friends don't let friends shop hop alone. So,
Pat said she would do a Villa Rosa Club.
Ooh.
And so VRDC,
Villa Rosa Designs Club, VRDC, coming to a store near you.
And then she said Emma is worth the wait. And since she is teaching it, she would know better than anybody else.
It is.
Oh,
it is. No, she knows better than I do.
Okay.
She knows better than I do.
Okay.
And speaking of clubs, we do have the Marty and Me Club, which I want you guys to see the last. Is this the last project?
Well, this is the one they're currently working on.
Okay. This is the last club meeting that they did. This is the tote bag out of
the kite pattern.
Yeah, the kite template and everything like that. I'm in love with this, guys.
And this is a pocket. So you've got this big outside pocket that you can throw, if you wanted to do it for rulers, you just put your rulers in here. You could fit, I think you could probably fit a 12-inch ruler in here. I don't remember the exact size of it. I know we could probably measure right.
I think this is 12 and a half.
It's 12. I'm pretty sure it's 12.
You cannot fit a 12 and a half in here.
So maybe a 12, but definitely a 10. Then on the inside we have these. I decided to add pin.
Here's what I'm calling Steph now. I'm calling her the queen of totes and the adder of pockets.
I do. I love pockets. It's like my daughter. I know that when and if my daughter ever gets married, she will have pockets in her wedding dress.
Yeah.
Because we've already discussed this. It doesn't matter what the dress looks like as long as there's pockets.
So, and here's what she does. She's like, well, there was extra fabric, so I figured I might as well just add some more pockets. And I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Might as well.
Well, and the thing about pockets is you can adjust. You can sew them straight down the middle, so you have even pockets on this side. Or like I did over here, where I did one that was longer and one that was shorter. And so then you can stick in pens and pencils, or you can stick your phone, or you can do whatever. And I like to do that. Usually I take the rest of the fabric and I add another bag. So switching, I don't know, do we want to switch from?
Yeah, we can. So
Marty Michelle?
So this is Marty Michelle Club. I did want to show them. We've got, I think, one more. I think we've got one more in this series.
Yes.
Before we go to series 2.
We've got Smashing Sashers.
And I'm not sure the exact date. Well, if we're going to take a break, if we're going to start.
I think we would wait until August or September.
Okay, because Denise was wondering.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure. But this, guys, is the next project after our Smashing Sashings. So this is called Zigzag Geese, and this is using a flying geese ruler, a multi-size flying geese ruler. So this is the template that you guys will be learning how to make. You'll have to forgive these photos. They're kind of outdated, so the fabrics aren't the greatest. Kind of like some of those Villa Rosa patterns. Sometimes that fabric is fantastic. The patterns are fun.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do with this.
I'm looking forward to trying to find time to do it. So anyway, not everything is a bag. There's always different options. And what I've found I like to do is throw out the options the time before when I'm making the kit. and let the girls, maybe not the first couple, but after that,
after they get used to the process.
After they get used to the process and they like to contribute. Usually it starts about the time they start meshing as a group. They like to have some say. Okay, do you guys want to help choose colors this time? For this bag. The girls chose all of the fabrics. Except for the inside, the back of the pocket, which is green, but they're all from the same line. It's the
Halcyon
line.
And again, if you're in pharmacy, you will think that's funny.
So all of these fabrics, and the blue was left over from this blue out here because it doesn't take that much. But then because you get a fat quarter or a fat,
whatever it was.
They're either a fat quarter or a fat strip. But because you get that for a lot of these, you have leftovers, so you can make other things to go with your bag. So that sort of has been my additional thing. Now that we have all these zippers, I have a tendency, I like to mess with them, like pretend like I know what I'm doing with them. So this was the most recent bag prior to that one that I made. And this does not have any outer pockets, but it's got this nice little magnetic clip inside, which is sort of fun.
Very good clip.
Yeah. But yet again, I added pockets. And I always try to make them a different color, but coordinating, so like extra fabric that was from the same packet. That way, they stand out and it's easy to find them if your bag is full. You know what to look for. But we have all these nice little magnetic clips to go inside your bag if you like to do it that way. But with this one, I took the extra fabric and I sewed a little bag. So it goes with it. And see, this way it goes this way, and this way it goes this way. And honestly, I just sewed the pieces together and said whatever. And I thought it turned out pretty cute.
It's very cute.
It's not bad at all.
So this is one of those cut loose patterns, which we've got several of them here. At Iowa Falls, we have a ton of cut loose patterns because Denise does a lot of those with her creative grids. Mm-hmm. But we wanted, this is one of Steph's favorite things are these cut loose patterns. Mm-hmm. Because they're simple, they're easy, they tell you what you need, like if there's a tool that will help you.
The other thing is they're only $4.
Only $4, people.
So, I mean, it's like a massive Villa Rosa.
Get them while they're just $4 and they don't turn into $20 million because of all the freight and bread.
And everything else
I'm kidding.
But so just to give you some ideas, this pattern, because I didn't pull that one out, but this pattern right here.
Is it this one?
Yep. This is the bag that we made from that one. And yes, I did have more pockets inside because that's what I do.
There's letters in here.
Yes, those are the Norwex letters.
And there's a little gnome.
He was guarding the bag.
Oh.
So anyway, the thing that's interesting about this one is these pockets were included on how to do it, which is how I learned all my other pockets. But these go all the way across, so side to side. And then you also have this nice pocket here. But I sewed this one up the middle, so it's not a huge pocket. You can leave it open or you can sew it up.
It's very cute. I love this fabric.
So, and I thought it made a good combination. And I like longer handles, so I did add a little bit extra. But
and see, that's a cool.
I try to use all the fabric up. That's my thing.
That's a cool thing too, is that these Villa Rosa patterns, you take it, and I always suggest you make one exactly how they tell you for the first time, especially if it's hard to understand or whatever. Then after that, modify the heck out of it.
Yeah, have fun, do whatever. But we had a class on that one, and the bags were just wonderful.
They turned out super cute.
And they were using things that it never ceases to amaze me how people put things together. Anyway, just a quick refresher. We've got a license plate car litter basket. So if you want to do something for a bag for your car, stained glass table runner.
That one's super cute. And I think we have placemats to go with that. I didn't pull it, but we have placemats to go with that.
And this would not have to be batiks, but it would be very cool with batiks. Mm-hmm. Then we have Simply Snail's mini quilts. So like you could make that as a middle quilt block if you wanted for a bigger quilt, or you could just do this one for on a table. We've got Muggy Ruggies, which we have some special things in that category later on that we're going to show you. And we have Pinwheels in the Park. I love the color scheme on that.
I do too.
I think that was really fun.
There's some great fabrics at Iowa Falls I think would work for that.
The roundabouts. That's a table runner there.
And that is going to take, I think that one takes the 6-inch log cabin. That one's the 8-inch, which I think
We
is
have an
the other
8-inch.
one. And 4-inch.
That one, the 8-inch goes with bubbles. Now, when I look at this one, I don't know. There's something about this just makes me think of Twister.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to make my own Twister board. So I actually have cut out all the fabric for this. Of course, now I don't know that it's available anymore in some of those colors, so it might have to be modified. But
it's going to be cute.
I still think it will be cute. Coot.
It's cool.
It's cool. And then last
that's the Canadian version of cute.
Oh, okay.
So out and about and coot.
Coot. This one is fried green tomatoes. So if anybody liked that show and you wanted to have a quilt to do while you're watching, there you go.
There you go.
So
super
anyway,
cute.
Just lots of different options there.
And I feel like it's a tote baggy night because my favorite thing tonight, and you know what, we haven't done favorite things in a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a while, so
that was my favorite thing. All those
totes and things.
The totes and the cut loose patterns and all that.
It's definitely so. This is a panel, and I think it's a Northcott panel. It's a panel and it's a tote. That's it. It's super easy to do. Crystal pulled this one and put it together. There's no liner in it. You can. It does give you a pocket. It looks like a spot to put your name on it. But it's a little great beachy tote.
The thing that's nice about this one is if you do actually use it for the beach, you don't want a liner.
No.
Because the sand will get in there. Mm-hmm. Eventually you're going to be able to shake it out because otherwise it'll go in between and then it'll be stuck in there.
Toss it in the wash.
If it is a go to the lake kind of thing, this is great. You don't need all that extra.
You don't need all that. Yeah.
It doesn't have a whole lot of support, but you don't need it because you're throwing all your stuff in there.
Exactly. And it's a nice long tote. So you throw your flip-flops, your towel, whatever else you need in there, some food, some vino, and head to the beach or head to the lake. Because I guess there's no really beaches here. There's lakes.
There's lots of lakes.
Lakes.
Or rivers.
So head to lakes. Lakes or rivers. So this is my favorite thing, and I just love just calm.
And I mean, that's not an expensive one either.
No.
It's like...
It's $10.50 for...
$10.50? Okay.
It's a panel. It's a panel. And so if you get multiple, you can make multiple, put their names in it. If you have an embroidery machine, you can embroider their name on it. Or even just regular sewing machines that do letters, you can put people's names on it. Great gift idea.
Or if you have a marker, you can
do that too.
I mean, if you're going to go casual, go casual.
The choice is yours.
Yes.
So I did a little something. And I actually ordered fabric because I got this fantastic idea of getting fabric that was food related. Imagine that. And fabric that was
not your typical fabric.
Not your typical fabrics. But when you see them together and what I did with them, it will all come together and make sense. And I just whipped up a quick pattern for it. And I literally sewed these together. I had Darla here and she literally, less than 10 minutes, I put these together. So it is called, we are calling this, what are we calling this? This is the pattern that I whipped out.
Okay.
The Munchies Pot Holder Kit. On one side, you will note that you have brownies and cookies.
Which you can't argue with. Delicious.
And on the other side, you'll notice
you have pot.
So you have a pot holder with munchies on one side and the thing that might give you the munchies on the other side. Anyways, I think
probably
it's funny.
Send those to Colorado to one of my sons.
Charlie or to Cooper in Washington where
true.
pot is legal.
Yes, although I really don't want to promote anything.
I just thought that was super humorous, and I was really upset because we got in this months prior to getting this in. I'm like, dang it, what the heck?
The point is,
so you can do either this 4-patch style like that, or you can do, this one is triangles. So the pattern is written for the 4-patch, but I figured you probably can figure out this if you do this. And if you open it up on the inside, you'll see it does have the pot fabric on the inside too. So it's kind of, I don't know, maybe you put your stash in there. Who knows? I'm kidding.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't have their quilt stash fit in there very well. But
stop. But anyways, so we're going to be selling these kits like $10. And you can get, I think you can get maybe 2. You should be able to get at least 2 pot holders from this. So these ones that I made, I just use regular batting. You don't want to use that because it's going to be taking heat and it's not really probably going to protect your surface. In the kits, we do have Insulbright, which has that little bit of aluminum in there. So that way it will protect your tables. It keeps it from, getting hot. It actually works as a pot holder. You do not want to put that in the microwave though, people, because there's aluminum in there.
And if you're thinking you want to put them in the microwave, then you could do the warm.
Right? Oh, yeah. Do the warm and natural. Do cotton. But yeah. So you guys, this is actually really fun. And I've been looking forward to this for a very long time.
She really has. Gosh, it's been
half a year.
Yeah.
6 months or better. And this is, it's like a $10 kit. So you can get 2 pot holders for $10. It's just fun.
Well, and the one thing I will have to say for it, okay, you have to understand as a pharmacist, I have a tendency to not really get as excited about this as she does. But give it credit. It's a nice green.
It's beautiful.
It's a very nice green. So if you want some small colors with green, just pretend like it's not what it is.
It's
but it is a nice green.
It's pretty.
So,
yeah.
But I will tell you that they make me hungry, so I really should not be looking at them.
It's just cool. And see, it's a super simple pattern. It literally, I watched a YouTube and then I wrote it up just so we have some written instructions. So it's very easy. Literally took me like 10 minutes to make it. And I did use something. So this first one that I did not use anything to make my quilt sandwich before I sewed it, or to hold my quilt sandwich together before I sewed it. So it's a little funky noodle on that one. But on the second one, you can feel it in there. And I feel like this is okay because you're supposed to get this hot anyway. I use the Quilter Select Freeze Fuse, the Free Fuse. So basically it's a powder and you sprinkle it to whatever you need to hold together. Like if you were doing a quilt sandwich or something. And I actually just made my quilt sandwich and put in between the layers a little bit of this powder. And it actually, I think it made a difference. When I was sewing it made a difference. Although I will tell you the key, make sure you let it cool down before you start sewing because it was really hot.
Okay, so time helps.
Time helps.
Okay.
We have an audience member. My husband just showed up. So Quilter Select Free Fuse. We have this in stock today, and it's like $20, but you can do a ton of. I recommend small projects, not big projects. So I do recommend that. So,
okay. So other than that, was this out here for a reason?
Oh yes. Okay, guys. I felt like since Shop Hop is coming up and we've done one giveaway with Shop Hop stuff from last year, I wanted to do another question and another giveaway. And this is a big old fat bundle of Shop Hop fabrics from last year. Really cool. And we've included some other fabrics in there too. So it's not just Shop Hop fabrics. But here's the question. I'll let you read it.
Oh, down here?
Yes, this is the answer. So don't do this part. Do just this part.
Okay. The question for the first person to respond at either location. What is the largest patchwork quilt ever made?
According to Guinness books.
Yes, we will go, yeah.
And not Guinness beer, but Guinness World Record books. Just to clarify.
I can't imagine making one out of Guinness beer. Okay, so interesting.
We might have to let this sit for a while and come back, and maybe we'll announce the answer next week.
I don't think it's going to be this week. Since we will be here on our second day of Shop Hop. So we will give away this package for last year. So we will give you some time.
Pam Thomas over here says 180 by 180. If you guys can include inches, I'm assuming that's inches, maybe. So keep going. Keep going.
Do we have any? I don't have any questions here, but Denise says she needs a potholder kit too.
What did he just? I don't understand what just happened there.
He said something. I'm not sure what.
Yeah. So all right, guys. So we're gonna leave it at that. The question is the world's largest patchwork quilt. How big was it? The first person that will answer, and you guys can.
And you can do it in inches, feet, meters.
We'll try to do the conversion.
We will do the conversion for you, but do include. This is like algebra class or whenever when you had to have your descriptive word at the end to tell you what you were measuring. You have to have that here.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck could chuck wood.
Woodchuck what wood? A woodchuck could chuck. A woodchuck could chuck wood. We actually have
Do we really have a winner? Miss Bonjour is the winner.
Very good.
The answer is, and you must have Googled it because that's what I did. So the answer is 270,174 square feet of patchwork, people, quilted. And I'm sure Guinness Book, they always have rules and regulations that it has to be actually hand quilted, or I haven't read into it that much, but well done, Miss Jean Bonjour.
And yeah, what it says here is it's 25,100 square meters or 270,174 square feet. It is called Manta da Cultura, Patchwork for Culture. The project was carried out by Realizar Eventos Especiales. I don't know what that is. Parque de Cidade, Porto, Portugal. Completed on June 18th of 2000.
So if you guys would like to beat his world record, it's sitting out there.
This was COVID.
The 2000.
2000. I was thinking 2020. Okay, good. It was pre-COVID.
The challenge has been dropped. Anybody, see if we can beat.
Or everybody. It might take all of us.
270,000 plus square feet. That's huge.
How big is that in miles?
I don't know. That's too much. So, Miss Jean, you just won your Fat Quarter Bundle. Fabuloso. Last year's Shop Hop Fabrics. All right, guys. That is all we have for this evening. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, wait.
Oh.
So the boys worked last Wednesday.
It was special.
And together they built a quilt. And that's their words. They built a quilt.
Yep.
And
Rita, Kurt, you get to be here part of it.
Oh, Kurt wanted me to show it to Denise, and Denise loved it. She thought maybe we had the panel at Iowa Falls and we could do kits, but we don't, so we can't do kits. But Miss Jan quilted it for him, and he wanted to come and show it off. So that is the boys. My husband's first quilt.
And Dwayne.
And Dwayne helped with the cutting and all that, and he got to run, and Kurt got to run the sewing machine. So Dwayne has a project for the next chance that they get, and then he will run the sewing machine, and Kurt will run the cutting tools.
And that's the back, because we always like to look at the back. It's barn wood, so it's really cool. It matches the barn on the front, so it works really well.
So, anyway, that is very cool. So every now and then, we may make this a regular feature if we can get the boys enough time.
And we like to call they titled it "They Built a Quilt," and I thought that was pretty cute. So build a quilt. So all right, guys.
That is awesome. So
again, thank you so much for hanging out with the best quilt shop owners here in Story City and Iowa Falls.
We will see you next week. Same sew time, same sew place.
Bye, guys.
Bye.